Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Azorius Control. So this is, of course, I'm making a big turn from what I've been playing this week in aggro and in temple decks, and I'm gonna go dive deep into control. And Azorius Control deck is one that I think is not gonna be very popular in the current metagame. Everyone plays mill, I get that, but I feel like a lot of people, what they're trying to do is rob people. Outrageous Robbery, you saw how good that card is, not just on my video, but everyone else's video. Everyone's running in a control deck, but I hide a tech in this deck against that. Guess what? I'm gonna run Spell Pierce. This is not a very good card overall, but usually when people try to steal from me, they're gonna wait till I almost tap out and then they'll tap out themselves. Well, Spell Pierce is gonna stop that. They might be thinking about make this appear, and they're going to be thinking about a new counter spell in No More Lies. They're going to see that I have one land open, so it must not be any counter spell, and bam, we get them with the Spell Pierce. At least that's the plan. So let's talk about the whole deck. So this is a very standard Azorius shell, with ultimately maybe to mill out our opponent, but really to attack them with Wandering Emperor, or try to get Teferi to ultimate. That's kind of the idea of the deck. It's a lot of things at once, but we have a lot of sort of end game win condition with this deck. Now, in the early game, of course, these are not early game cards because this is a counter spell, and then this is a X spell that goes all the way to the end. All the way to the end right here. So what we have is for Soul Partition. This is a great card against a lot of opponents because, well, we can remove their cards and make it cost more if they're aggressive, or we can use Soul Partition on cards like Temporary Lockdown to get more removal, or use Soul Partition on cards like Wandering Emperor, Jace, or Teferi to save them for a later play. So that's why we have 4 Soul Partition in the deck. We have 2 Sunset Revelry against Burn deck. We try to get out of that. We have 1 Negate in case we want to counter a spell outright. And then we have 4 No More Lies, which is a good counter spell that's released in a new metagame from the Murder of Karlov's house. This is a 2 mana, or this is a mana leak, but it is white mana in order to exile that card. But that's only an add-on to Mana Leak. But Mana Leak was a great card. Everybody loved running Mana Leak. So then in the 3-drop, we got 3 Lockdown to get rid of those pesky Boros aggro decks, and then we also have 2 Celestus to help us filter our deck. Then in the 4-drop, we got 3 Wandering Emperor, 3 Jace the Mind Sculptor, I wish, a Perfected Mind, 3 Memory Deluge, and 1 Teferi who slows the sunset. So this is not what traditionally we run in Azorius deck. I cut the Planeswalker down to 3, and I also cut Memory Deluge down to 3. You might think that's crazy. It's a little bit crazy, but basically, instead of the 4th Deluge, I run the Teferi. And instead of 1 of each of the 4th Emperor and Jace, I run 2 Spell Pierce. That may look crazy because, well, without Emperor, how do we gain life? And without Jace, how do we win the game? Hopefully, we can get that from Soul Partition, and we can get that from the slower, drawn-out type of matchups. We also have 3 Sunfall to wipe the whole board, and 1 Farewell to, again, wipe the whole board. And then we have 2 March to exile some cards on the board. Now, very importantly, I don't run a lot of 4-offs in the deck because of the new card, the Deadly Cover-Up, that a lot of black decks are running that basically tries to exile one of the win cons from control decks. So if they exile our Jace, I don't want them to hit all 4, so I'm only running 3. If they hit, if they try to exile Wandering Emperor, I don't want them to hit all 4, so I'm only running 3. Now obviously, they're not hitting, them not hitting 4 is because I don't have 4 in the deck, so it's not really that going to change that much. But the idea is that instead of them removing all the threats, I diversify my threats a little bit. It's not the greatest, but it's something that I'm going to try out. And then in the land base, I have 26 lands for a control deck, of course, but what you see is that I cut all the Adarkar waste. So I have basic lands, 4 Planks, 4 Islands, 1 Iganjo, 1 Otawara, 4 Deserted Beach, 4 Seachrome Coast, 4 Restless Anchorage, 4 Seachrome Coast, and then 4 Field of Ruin. I'm going to need this because for a lot of drawn-out games, I got to kill their man lands. And I don't really want to waste my removal like March, or I don't really have a hard kill spell on their man lands, so that's what a Field of Ruins for. March is for artifact or enchantment or creatures that we really got to get rid of. Everything else we're going to try to get rid of with board wipes, and if we really needed to, Soul Partition out of one of their creatures. Maybe even their Planeswalkers, so that when they try to come back, we can counter it with Spell Pierce or No More Lies. Alright, that's our Azorius Control deck that I'm gonna try out, and I really think Spell Pierce is a good sort of standard answer to all these spell decks. And funny, believe it or not, right? A lot of aggro decks run very fast spells. Things like Warleader's Call or the Demolition, the Gleeful Demolition, if we're able to get ahead of them, we definitely can use it. And this is definitely what Arena does to you, right? Yeah, 3 Field of Ruin opening hand. We get to go first, but those aren't land, so I guess we have to mulligan this. Alright, we'll keep. Do I put back a Sunfall? Put back a Sunfall feels bad, but, you know, if it's aggro, at least I have lockdown. Now I have less cards, my Reverie will do something. Surveil. Bats. Alright, they're just gonna bat me, but I don't know. It is what it is. You bat me. I really don't have much they can take. We'll take the lockdown, I can march the bat. I take the march, I can lock down the bat. He takes a Reverie. That was never a card that I cared about in the first place. So he takes the march. Alright. No more lies. The great thing about Rakdos, playing against Rakdos rather, I should say. Is it still Rakdos? Yeah, the great thing about playing against Rakdos is that our lockdown will always hit. But of course, they get their draw. Do we just lock down one bat? That feels kind of bad. But our lockdown is not doing much else. So we're locked down on our 1/1s. So this has been terrible draw, and then terrible draw. So they're going to get more draws from this. That's fine. It's something. They can draw all the cards they want. Our control hopefully will get us further. Oh, he's attacking. He draws a card. Great for them. He even got his Cavern, so nothing I play is going to matter. I top deck Spell Pierce against the one deck that I'm not planning to use Spell Pierce on. Alright, this is first game Azorius Control. Time to leave. I'm pretty sure we're already lost. With the crappy hand that we started off with. Another blocks. He draws another card. Good for him. We're not drawing our 5th land, which is basically all we need, right? Shieldred. What did he name with this? Phyrexian? Oh no, I can't counter it. And then we draw a tap land. Yup. I'm not even gonna GG him. This is just Arena doing Arena things for us. But it is Azorius Control, so whenever you play Azorius Control, something you gotta learn is live with the salts. That's gonna happen a lot. It's a very strong deck in almost every single meta, but the problem with that is, I don't even want to say it's draw dependent, because I don't think it's that draw dependent, but it is very draw punishing. And what I mean by that is that there is one way to draw the deck that makes you feel very bad every game, and on Arena, that one way is every time you draw. So yeah, we're gonna play this out, but you know, that's how I feel. We go second. Start with Cavern. Humans. Alright. Can't counter that. They're probably just playing Boros. Resolute Reinforcement. Throw everything. Stride to the top. Not like I can counter anything. Well, I can counter that. Ha! Got him. Ow. Marchy. I'm not gonna marchy him. I'm gonna lock down before they get to Nayern, so gotta learn to play the smart way. As long as I can preserve my life total, I can eventually get to Sunfall or Farewell. Ah, he's gonna Gleeful me. He didn't Gleeful me. That's interesting. Alright, do I need 6 mana next turn? I don't think so, right? I think it's better for me to be able to Deluge. And yeah, I'll just Deluge. He's probably gonna play the little dudes. Double dude. Double duty dudes. Yeah, against this deck, just preserving life total is all you need. And sometimes, no matter how you do it, you still can't do it well enough. Take your damage. Memory Deluge. Alright, I guess we'll take a Soul Partition and a Field of Ruin. Do I need a Field of Ruin? It takes out their Cavern. I have a land to play next turn, but I think I might want to keep the lands up. The land count up. Will he be doing anything this turn? Should I be using my Celestus? Should I be using my Jace? These are all questions to be answered next time on Dragon Ball Z. It's really hard. I don't think I'm gonna Field of Ruin the Cavern at any point, but I'm gonna play it. Now, do I Celestus? Do I need 6 mana? Do I need 7 mana next turn for some reason? Right now I can March one thing, and then what else am I going to do? Soul Partition, the temporary lockdown. So I played this. I can still March for... No, I cannot, huh? Alright. So if he plays that, I think I just die. Or more or less die. So he's holding back. He's definitely holding back on me. I'm at 8. Good job. You can have your 1/1. And I'll Field of Ruin your Cavern. Still at mana anyways, apparently. Yes, instant speed, draw a card. Alright, I'm gonna choose white. I need double white more than double blue in most scenarios, so I'm gonna choose white. I have a lot of basic lands in the deck, so it should be okay. My turn. Alright, so I think I'm gonna play the Aganjo, right? So I'm gonna do the lockdown for sure, so I'll do that first. Or do I play a land, play the Celestus? So that would be 3 mana for Celestus. I'll have enough mana for... No, I can't afford the Celestus. So, that means I'll lock down. And then I will play the next Anchorage. And now I have a March up for the Resolute Reinforcement. Ever so slightly. Do I March this? I don't think so. Not during combat, because he could play other stuff. Epicure. It's very important to keep the March up, because you can actually March the Clue token before he does the Gleeful Demolition. In response, because this is Destroy. Yeah, see? That stops 3 of them, so pay 0. Confirm 0. Exile this. So he doesn't get it. So it's a counterspell. Alright, and then we do it again. All those things on your side. They get all the 1/1s. Oh, they get the Novice. That's annoying. And then we'll play it. I Actually, how do I do this? That's 3, and then I will have 1 more mana with the Agonjo. Do I want to waste my Agonjo? It's gonna draw that card, and it will take out everything he has on board. Fighting for my lives here. Hopefully there's no haste. That deck has haste though, so really it's just by the skin of my teeth. Skin of my teeth? I think it's that's the phrase, right? Teferi, Lord Grim. Wow. You don't say. Your one draw is that Sanguine Evangelist. Alright, this will give him another card, and it doesn't even take out a Sanguine Evangelist, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I Jace here, I can minus the Sanguine, and then I can Agonjo the 1/1. I guess it's something. Actually, I cannot Agonjo the 1. I could Agonjo the 1/1, or I can take the Agonjo and make a creature with it. So I guess that's something.
Phyrexia showed me the truth. Flesh will always lose. Heal.
How many cards? He's got 2 cards in his graveyard. They're all exiled. How many cards do I have? 6? That's not that much. He's just gonna attack Jace. Sure. Battle Cry. Just gotta play something, right? Second Evangelist. Yeah, never miss a top deck. I get my other Field of Ruin. That's not gonna be that helpful. So guess I will try to draw cards. I have enough blockers, don't I?
We can improve upon your ideas.
Not quite, huh? Not quite. So, I can Soul Partition to Jace, but if he attacks my face, I will have to Soul Partition one of them out. That's gonna be painful. Epicure. Down to 4. Oh, he's using the 9 Aaron. Alright, so he gets to draw, which is fantastic for me because he's giving me a turn. That is not good for him. He whiffed. Alright, you get a single card draw. Good for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has no attack, which allows me the Memory Deluge. Come on. I gotta get some board wipe here with the Deluge, right? No! After an entire Deluge, no board wipes. No wipey. We get... Okay. Okay. So, still got it. There you go. Enjoy it. You're no match for the fall of the sun. I'll draw a card too. What is it? 37. Is he still playing? He still wants to keep going?
I know where to find all the answers.
I know how to find all the answers. Don't forget that. Draw your card. Yes. Draw it. Resolves. I don't even have counter spells. I feel very confident against this Boros deck. Because of all that trick with the temporary lockdown. That is very useful. Even though every time the lockdown gets out, he gets another clue or some other token. We got this. Nothing he can do will hurt us. Hardcast Night Errant. Alright, you got it. Can't get anything. How many cards do I have? Like 36. Ah, that's fine. Alright, we'll Sunset Revelry and we'll Auto-Aura. All the other cards are kind of pointless. So, the Revelry will get us some blocker. Minus.
You can be made to obey.
You want to take 6? We'll kill you with this. Alright, we're at 8. He's got a 1/4. He can't do anything. We're gonna pass turn. Drop some Mirrors. We got Field of Ruins for that, so it'll be okay. Are you attacking with a 1/4? So we got 7 mana total. That's 3 for the Mirrors. For the Field of Ruin on the Mirrors, I should say. And then 4 more for the Emperor. You got a Mirrors token. Good job. Can't block. I guess our opponent wants to play it out. We'll play it out with him.
May your blade strike true.
Sure, why not? I don't need that land. Maybe he's looking to mill me out. Yeah, right? Why are you still in the game? So, again, like I said, it's a very good deck, but you can say that it's draw dependent. It's just that most of the draw is going to be good as you curve into the mid to late game because the card advantage in the deck is very strong. But, of course, in the early game, if you have just horrendous draws, you're not going to get anywhere. That's kind of how I feel about Azorius. It's got a lot of setup, but once you set up, you're almost unbeatable. Almost! Of course, you can still have very bad draws in the mid game, and your opponent can have very good draws to exactly answer you. But this deck has more answers than most decks do, and it does very well when you got that kind of synergy going. Alright, I think I talked enough about this. Please let me go to the next game. Thank you. Our next opponent is going to be Blue God. Uh-oh. I mean, he's a god. How do we fight that? And he gets to go first. Alright, Mono Blue going first. I have March. I'm so partitioned. These are not good cards against Mono Blue. I don't even have white. All white spells, all blue lands. I'm gonna keep just for the fun of it. Blue God, you lie to me. Alright, so he's Azorius Control, which we're also Azorius Control. Let's go. Let's see who's more Azorius Control-y. Yeah, I got nothing to sack on that. Oh! I missed it! I missed the land. That was really bad of me. So, if I had activated the mana, I would have been able to cast Wandering Emperor or Memory Deluge, but I clicked it too fast. That was my entire mistake. He does nothing, I'll do nothing. You got a Restless Anchorage, I got a Field of Ruin for you. So that's 3 mana, right? I can't really cast anything for 3 mana, so I'm not going to Field of Ruin the Anchorage. Alright, draw go the game. I hate these games. But it's what our opponent wants to play, so we'll do it. If I had run either Deluge or Wandering Emperor into that on turn 3, this would have been a different game. But I was talking too much and not thinking enough. It was my mistake.
I am the Emperor of Karlov, and I...
Guards, to me!
Wonder if he's gonna counter this. Yep. See, I have removal where he has counterspell. So this game is gonna be bad. I mean, I can put up an Emperor right now. Guess we'll do that. He has 1 mana. He can't really do much on 1 mana, right?
Now he's done. We must protect the people.
Exalt this. I still have Soul Partition up if I need it. Alright.
Guards, to me!
So all I drew are lands. That is not going to be fun for us. Because we'll attack. I think he wants to remove our 2/2. Just Bloxy. Elspeth Smite.
We must protect the people.
And he has card draw, so everything we have is bad and everything they have is good, and we're gonna die. This is... Well, Blue God's got his thing going. Get out of here. Can't counter this, hopefully. Temporary lockdown. Can I Soul Partition his Wandering Emperor? I can Soul Partition my Wandering Emperor. Either way, it feels bad, huh? I mean, I have to sling this out. He has so much value right now. I need to use up his mana somehow. Alright, let that go.
That's that.
I'm not gonna play this out. Just lands. He's got value. Just lands. I've not drawn non-land this whole game. And he's drawn his counterspell, so I don't want to... Okay, this game, if it was a tournament, I'll definitely play it out, but no one's having fun here, right? No one's watching this and feeling that it was interesting. And Arena definitely likes to put up control deck against control decks because those are the worst matchup. Like, you queue up a control deck, well, you want to fight another control deck, and everyone just draw go the whole game. And our opponent did not play very well. I played worse, to be fair. But that turn 3 thing, that definitely shouldn't have been done. There's... Okay. 1 land now. Go first 1 land, so... Oh. That is Arena every single freaking game. Alright, we'll keep 6. We can put back the Jace. Well, at least we're going first, right? So we can Anchorage into the Ruined Field. Now we're playing against Mono Blue. That's never gonna get anywhere. Let's draw a card. Actually, let's drop the Deserted Beach. Let's drop Celestus. Counter the Celestus if you want, but that will take up his turn. It's pretty important to take up their turn. Make disappear. Okay. What's next? So it's the Azorius Mentor deck. They're gonna mentor us, and we're not gonna have an answer to mentor. Oh boy! It's exactly what I want to happen. This is not going to work well if he can just bounce the 2/2, which he probably can, but that's the only thing I can do this turn to make sure that I have a temple. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything. He attacks. I mean... Okay. Not sure about that. Put the Djinn in the graveyard. Probably has a March in his hand or some sort of protection spell. I could take out the Mentor, which I guess I'll have to.
Back to wandering.
Otherworldly Gaze. At least I get to remove that.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Alright, we're gonna take some damage from these 1/1s for a lot of time, and then we die. That's probably what's gonna happen. Helping Hand. Can't even counter it. He's got a counterspell. He's got probably several counterspells. If I lock down here, I can actually remove the Djinn, right? But I think it's pretty good to remove the Djinn right now, since he'll have to protect it with spells on this turn. That is the spells on... Okay. That isn't spells on his turn. Spells on his turn is extra mana. Spells on this turn is not extra mana. What is this? Reconstruction? It's a sorcery. Never didn't have it. I don't want to play this out. This feels really bad because I can't really remove that. Actually, I can make him pay for it. So if I top deck a Farewell or a Boar Wipe, it's something. This forced him to do something, right? Spend his mana, which means now he has nothing to answer to my top deck off the land. Oh yeah. Well, that's a land top deck, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's deluge here and see if we die. That's a Sunfall, and then no more lives. Maybe we'll catch him with something. Prankster. Probably just bring back the Negate. Yeah. Prankster again. Oh, he brings back Gaze. Do I die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. That's lethal. Alright, that was not fun. This is trash deck. Only hoping on capitalizing your opponent drawing bad draws. And also... No, that was not fun. And also hoping that you get good draws. I'm very salty. That was 2 Azorius games where our opponent was just way better draw than us. Let's just show me all the tap lands and then none of the counter spells. That's fine. It's the variance when you play Azorius, which is why people just play Boros on Arena. Look at this crap. What is this? You go first with 2 Fields of Ruin. That's what you want, right? I'm gonna keep just because it's lows. I will do it. It's hilarious. I don't even know why I said hi, because he's not here yet. Now I'll say hi. Look, I'm on a blue. He's gonna drop a basic land and just ruin my day. Not a basic land, what do you know? Alright, well, I'm not using the Revelry, so here's a Restless Anchorage. It would be funny if he drops a Beamstalk here. Okay, he drops nothing. Which is even better. I'm not running out the Jace here. A lot of people would, but that would be a mistake, because then you can get your Jace removed into oblivion. I don't just feel bad. Hey, Beanstalk. What do you know? We caught something. Alright, let's see. Now what? Will they be able to remove a Teferi? With 4 mana, they will have... If they force Teferi out, that will feel bad, but it is what it is.
Someone call for a hero?
Let me just draw a card.
The future looks bright.
Ooh, the Celestus is going to be good. Although, with... I don't know what this is. Abzan? They probably have a lot of enchantment and artifact removal. Maybe they have the end here. This will be fun, right? This will be a fun game. We're gonna play the game like normal. March. Alright. It did not go according to plan, but whatever does ever go according to plan. So is there a reason I need an extra land? I can play the Jace. They know the Jace will die to the Restless Anchorage. Let's not do that. Or they die to the Restless Cottage. I guess I can play the Field of Ruin and kill the Restless Cottage. I didn't think about that. But if he attacks me with just the Anchorage this turn, I don't actually feel that bad. Because, yeah, he removes the Teferi, but that Teferi's never coming back. I'll look in his graveyard and look at my graveyard just to make him think about it. But I'm not returning anything from the graveyard with this deck. It's gonna march my Celestus, you monster! I'm gonna add blue. Takes out Sunfall. You monster. If I Jace here, I actually don't have enough mana for the field, right? So I guess we'll run out the Deserted Beach. And pass turn. Feels bad. They get their beat. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. Look at the draws that they get. Look at the draws that we got. Just lands. Left and right. And a Mirrex, no less. Alright, gotta kill the Mirrex. Use that mana right now to create one if you want. Good. Taps all his lands. Now I can do stuff. Alright, let's get a white. He might still have a march. But that's fine. I'm not turning the creature alive. What I am doing is gonna play my Jace. Right? Am I going to play my Jace? It's kind of a waste right now. The Sunset Revelry will draw me a card, but only if I play Jace. And then I'll have Sunset Revelry, which means that then I'll only have 1 mana left open. Which means I can't counter anything with 1 mana open. Ooh, that feels bad. But if I play the Revelry right now, I don't draw. That feels even worse. So he did remove a lot of cards in his deck. What if I don't Revelry? Actually, I can cut 1 on Jace. Then I'll have 4 mana. That would be enough for a Sunset Revelry.
Hope is wasted. You cannot win.
We'll minus that.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
Interesting. I mean, let's go to combat first. Interesting how he did that. Right into my Field of Ruin. Does he not see the second one? I mean... Hey, you do you. You can definitely do you. Alright. The Revery's not going to draw me a card. That's going to feel pretty bad. I can't play any of these because he hasn't played anything, so the Revery's just going to gain me some life and put 2 2/1/1s on the board. If that's the case, let me draw some cards. Maybe I can get a cycle.
Data requires scrutiny.
That's not a thing. So I guess we'll just... probably fine. It is not card advantage, but it does help me block the stupid Beanstalk. Or not the Beanstalk, the stupid Phyrexian Might. And if he wants to sing removals at these 1/1s, I'm more than happy to take them. I got another Field of Ruin for another cottage. Let's counter that. Did I want to counter the Sunfall though? Honestly, like, did I care about the Sunfall? That Beanstalk. Oh man, that Beanstalk is gonna give him so many cards, and I'm not getting my removal. Did I even use a March? I did not even use a March. He used his March on me. That jerk. He has 8 cards in his graveyard. I don't think he's gonna attack. He is gonna attack. Interesting. Does he have pumps? He doesn't have pumps. I don't know what that attack was for. Guess we'll go to my turn, or I can kill his cottage right now. Did I kill the cottage right now? He could have a Mirrex. I could have a land. I could definitely have a land. Alright, I guess I'll draw. I only draw mill 3, I draw 1 card. Or I can mill 9, and it's not enough anyways. Come on, have some better cards. Or not. Ooh, we got a partition. That would be pretty good. Alright, I can turn the Anchorage live. Just to attack him. I'm not doing much with my turn. And if he has a go for the throw on the Anchorage... I don't think I want to counter a go for the throw, right? So it's a waste of an Anchorage right now since his mana open. Maybe I should just hold it up. Am I attacking with the 1/1? No, it's a blocker. For Jace. In case he has somehow get another attacker, and then another attacking creature. I can't talk. Alright, he's got 11 cards in his graveyard. Union, you gain your life. Second Beanstalk. That is... Oh man, I'm so scared. I can counter it unless he pays 2. He pays 2, he won't have any mana for anything next turn. Does that matter to me at all? Actually, it's interesting, huh? I'll let that happen because the problem with whatever he's thinking about right now is now my Jace will really get him. If I draw another Jace, I think I can end him. He's got 32 cards. Every spell he plays 3 mana, right? So well, every spell he plays is 3 attacks on Jace. So I guess I don't want to -1 just to mill 3 cards. He's at 12. Do I want to mill a lot? 14 next turn. I definitely do want to target my Jace. Right now he can't do anything because I can counter whatever he plays. Let's see, marches all for 1 card. Let's see if he does that.
Retreat is the sensible action.
No, I'm not going to give him an extra mana. Ooh, the Beanstalk. The Beanstalk's real bad because, well, the temporary lockdown's real bad because the Beanstalk is just going to come back and he's going to draw a lot of cards that way. And that's only going to make things worse for me right now. So I can mill him for 14. Or I can mill him for 15. I don't think I want to mill him for 15. A million for 14 actually doesn't do anything right now. So, all these card draws, none of the value. What's our Anchorage like? I don't feel like he's going to remove the Anchorage. Oh, can't counter it. I guess he does. Will he have a march? I guess we can try to stop him for the time being. And if he has a march, he has a march. Our draw has been horrendous, so I guess we'll just have to see what happens. That's a land. Attack me for 4. You got it. I mean, this game is not going to damage. I don't think. Are you? I mean, what's going on here? Yeah, there you go. Thinking about what to exile. I don't have anything to exile, but feel free to cruise around. All of my card draw is not in the deck, apparently. Definitely take out that Teferi. Everyone's afraid of Planeswalkers. You gonna play an Emperor? Yo! He had a march and he played it wrong. And I draw a land. Okay, so 14, huh? Draw 1 card here feels bad. Drawing... If I mill him for 9, that goes to 21.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
I think that's all the march.
Every
Isn't that all the march?
thought to Phyrexia.
March first march, and he marched me in the beginning. I think that's all his march. Good for me. So hopefully Jace can survive. You never know. But if Jace survives, I get to draw 3 cards next turn. That will be pretty useful. $21 cards left in the deck. Is he gonna do it again? He is gonna do it again. Right into my field. You got it. My whole deck is full of basic land, so I think I got this land thing down. Is that all my Field of Ruins too? That's 3. One more. He's gonna gain a life. Just so he doesn't waste his mana, I guess. I don't know. Here's a Mirix. Oh, hey, how's it going? That's beautiful. Alright, so let me draw 3 cards. I want some cards from you.
None of this kind. I know where to find all the answers.
That's interesting that you're doing this in response. But okay. I'll take your 1 damage from the Mirix. Actually, no, I'll just Emperor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can Emperor and Deluge. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Each Planeswalker with 1 or more loyalty counter on it loses all ability and is a creature with power and toughness, each equal to the number of loyalty counter on it. Probably should have done this first. But I guess I can still play as flash speed. 4 mana 3/3 flash speed. Right? Oh, no attack. Do you not know how your mites work? Well, we got March. And we got March. I need those marches. So this is 3. Submit 0. Let's march this. It's annoying my Emperor. I want it gone. And we got a Negate, so don't need to do anything this turn. Mirrors again? Sure. He attacks. It turns out the rest of his deck's proliferate. That would be funny.
Keep watch for intruders.
You're gonna exile it? You're gonna stop my 2/2 and give me 2 poison counters? Because I'd be devastated if you did that. Yes, just absolutely devastated. Alright, you have another removal for the anchorage? He does! Okay, he doesn't. Now pass 2 blockers. Block 1. And quits! Ah, we got it! We got him out. Stupid abs and control. No match for the drawn out style. We keep drawing lands too. Once we hit the first Memory Deluge, the way we play our Jace out was, I think, how we got to where we are. It's very important to understand how to play that Jace. A lot of times people just want to go for the mill, and sometimes people want to build up the Jace for a big mill, but remember, you can draw cards with your Jace. And that's really what you need from Planeswalkers, is card advantage. So, Azorius Control deck. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it somewhere in the middle? I don't know. I think it's good. I mean, if I had to play a deck, I will probably play... if I had to play a deck from now until the next release, I would say if there was only one deck, I'll probably play this deck. It's not the best deck out there. It will probably lose a lot more than it wins. Well, actually, no. I think it will still win more than it loses. But I think it's going to lose more than decks like Boros, Convoke, and, you know, disgusting mono-red aggro. Those kind of decks are probably going to win more if you just don't like fun and just want to win. But if you want to have fun, this deck is where all the fun is at. You get to think about where your choices are, make decisions on should you draw, should you control, should you turn the corner, should you try to remove your opponent's cards, or should you try to hold off counter spells. All those things are where the thought process for Magic goes in, and that's what makes Magic the thinking man's game. All right, that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.